All right, Shalom. This is Canucks Banya Charlotte from the GMS Lions Den Camp. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakakadash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations to the Akim that are pushing this truth and sincerity and truth, all right, throughout the four corners of the earth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, just want to go into this article that just came out a couple minutes ago about the Supreme Court's ruling on Donald Trump's travel ban. All right, Lord will is edifying and serves its purpose. All right, it says United States Supreme Court upholds Trump's travel ban. It says the U.S. Supreme Court was ruled in favor of the Trump's administration's travel ban targeting people from several Muslim majority countries. Lower courts had deemed the ban unconstitutional, but the United States top court has reversed the decision in a 5-4 ruling announced on Tuesday. All right, so basically, these bans against these Muslim countries is being upheld by the United States Supreme Court. So that's also prophecy according to Second Ezra chapter 15. And I'm gonna get that in a second. It says the ban prohibits most people from Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen from entering the U.S. The court's reversal is viewed as a victory for the Trump administration. All right. It says, but the travel ban has been widely criticized by refugee and human rights groups. All right. So it just is what it is, It's part of prophecy, man. This place is going down, man, and Trump's doing a really good job of speeding up the process, man. This is wonderful, man. I'm gonna put a little bit more to it, and I'm gonna put it's a lot more to it, right? A lot of meat in this article. I'm gonna put it in a link to it. Matter of fact, let me copy that link right now. I'm gonna put a link to it in the description box so you can read the whole article. Maybe some of you brothers can do our video lessons on your own. But I'm gonna go into Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." All right, and so the destruction of America, destruction of Esau, which is the so-called white man. As a matter of fact, let me get all right. Matter of fact, let me get Matthews 24:3. Lucky. All right. This is Matthews 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming in the end of the world? All right. And that world that it's talking about is a time period or like an eon, like a time period. That's what it's talking about. All right. Let me check another scripture. All right. Let me get Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. It says, Then I answered and said, What shall be the parting asunder of times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? It says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, and according to the scriptures, a lot of things have to happen before the end can come. All right. All right. So these things, all these calamities must happen. All right, before our salvation can come. This is Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." All these things are the beginning of sorrows. All right, so we're reaching the end, you know, because we're coming approaching the final trump. And it said once that sixth trump hit, we shall not feel the seventh. All right, this is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. It says, "For the sword." Every time. And this is Second Ezra 15:15. It said, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." All right, so you got all these different countries and these different nations rising up against America. Then you got America just still being prideful, throwing out sanctions everywhere, banning people from coming in the country. All right, telling people what they can and can't do with their own resources that they gather together. You can't make a nuclear weapon; only we can make them. All right, that's prideful for you to still boast around like that, knowing these other nations are rising up against you. All right, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one of another." It says 16 again. "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." All right, so that's why you're gonna see America rebelling against Trump. You're gonna see all these different nations not caring about what Trump says, and you know what I'm saying, going and doing their own thing and creating havoc and running them up in here in America. All right, it says, "Nor princes in the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right, so you're gonna have people like street justice going around, vigilante justice, like you know what I'm saying, they're gonna take matters into their own hands. All right. So it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." All right, and that's what's happening right here. That's the point. That's what's happening right here with these travel bans. Pretty soon it's gonna be. He already is trying to stop the Mexicans from coming. Issachar, and so now he's stopping. You know what I'm saying, these Muslims from coming, and some of those Muslims over there could be Jakes. You know. So now he's putting all these restrictions and bans on people from traveling. All right. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." All right. And that's what's going to happen pretty soon here in America, man. It says, "And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and great tribulations." And that's what we're entering into right now. This is not just going to be on Jake. This is going to be on the whole world. Everybody's going to be going through this turmoil. And then they're going to create this chaotic situation, and they're going to bring forth that chip. All right. And it says, "Behold, said Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from Lebanon, and to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them, to them." All right. So you had this one battle in the Old Testament. I'm not sure who was fighting the battle, but um, the Lord put the spirit on the opposition, whoever we were fighting at that time, and made them start fighting each other. They started killing themselves. All right. And they actually played that part out in the movie in the I want to say it was an Exorcist movie that they replayed that, and it was an Indiana Jones movie that replayed that also. All right. All right. It says, it said, all right, behold, saith Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me. All right. So what he's going to be doing is that's the battle in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. I'm a God one means mountain of truth. They're all gonna be together there for the vengeance of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It says, all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so I will do also in recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. All right, that's 2/3 of our people and Esau and these other heathen nations. With that being said, I want to give all glory and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rekakodash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the occupant of pushing this truth and sincerity and truth. All right, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and the children that believe in the name of Yahweh Shai. All right, shalom.